What's up, y'all? Weebfox here, just chiming in real quickly. If you watched last week's episode, you already heard us talk about this in the very end of the episode. But going forward, since champion packs are really good, and I mean really good as we've seen in the past, we don't want them to sort of overtake the main set in terms of what's gonna be like the core thing we focus on. We still want to showcase the power that is in champion packs and the cards that are in them, but we don't want them to dominate the entire episode. So going forward, we'll be implementing a rule where champion pack cards are only eligible to be played in your side deck. So that'll give us still a chance to play with the powerful cards in the champion packs, but also that means that game one we are bound to have a game where we don't just see who sacks with the most cards out of champion packs, as you saw last time. Like, I think we've had some examples in the past, but I think last time was definitely like the biggest example of that. Why we should probably a little bit put little less focus on champion pack cards. So yeah, going forward, just so you know, we'll probably talk about it in the deck breakdowns here anyway, but just letting you know that this is a change we're implementing going forward. As always, hopefully you enjoy the episode, and if you have any other ideas that you think could improve the series going forward, please let us know in the comments. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode. See you. Yu-Gi-Oh! An incredibly complex card game with tens of thousands of cards. However, what if each set was separated from the rest of the massive card pool and your choices when building a deck were extremely limited? In this series, in order to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! From the ground up, I will be embarking on an adventure through the history of the card game with Jeexx. In each episode, we will have access to all the cards in a select product, and using only the cards in that product, both of us will build a deck before playing a best of 3 match to determine the winner of the episode. We will move in a chronological order in the series, and with each new episode, we will forget the cards of the past in order to experience something brand new. We hope you enjoyed this adventure through Yu-Gi-Oh! And its evolution with us. Welcome to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. Ladies and fellas, welcome back to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey, and this time we are tackling bro, what's with my intros? Tactical evolution. Sorry about that. And no champion packs this time around, but I still think I'll include it at the start of this episode since it is relevant, since we decided it last week. But yeah, going forward, champion packs will only be in the side decks. Not relevant this week, but for the upcoming 2 episodes, it will be relevant. I'll probably have a reminder next week as well, just because it's then the first episode when it's relevant. But for now, let's see what Tactical Evolution has in store for us. So, more Gemini stuff in here. More? What did I say? More. Gemini stuff in here that's not really relevant, so I'm not really gonna talk about it. Alien Shock Trooper, though, a 1900 attack vanilla, so that's very good. It's also a reptile, which is very relevant for something later on in this set. Renge, Gatekeeper of Dark World, as well as Venom Cobra, 2 big walls. Renge has 2100 defense and Venom Cobra has 2000. Venom Cobra is also part of an archetype that we'll cover a little bit later. Rainbow Dragon makes its debut here. Same thing with the Chrysalis babies, so some Neos support here. Necro Gardener, during your opponent's turns, you can banish this card from your graveyard to negate the next attack this turn from a monster your opponent controls. As a quick effect. Pretty neat, just overall battle protection. And then we get to the, I guess, main archetype of the set, which, well, I'll talk a little more about later. So, Venoms. So, we already saw the wall earlier in Venom Cobra. More basic monsters for them are Venom Snake, Venom Boa, and Venom Serpent. Boa is a tribute monster. All of them have pretty bad stats. And Venom Snake and Serpent, once per turn, place a Venom counter on a monster your opponent controls. Snake can't attack the turn you activate it, and Boa places 2 and cannot attack if you activate it, but it's the tribute monster. Venomana, King of the Poisonous Snakes, can not be special summoned by another effect monster's effect, and it is unaffected by Venom Swamp. and it gains 500 for each reptile monster in your graveyard. And when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish a reptile monster from a graveyard to special summon it, so it keeps recurring itself. And Venom Inaga is their big boss monster. It's one of the craziest cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Honest. Like, so it cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned with Rise of the Snake Deity, which is a specific trap card, or by its own effect. It has the gains 500 for each reptile monster in your graveyard. Then neither player can target it with card effects, and it is unaffected by other cards and their effects. So it has basically protection from everything. And when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish a reptile monster, summon it just like Phenomenon. And then it also has a win the duel condition where when this card inflicts battle damage on your opponent, place one hyper venom counter on it. And when the third one gets placed, you immediately win the duel, which there's a lot of text, but it's very gimmicky. The only way to summon it is with a specific trap card, and we'll see a little bit later what that trap is. Elemental Hero Neos Alias 1900 attack. Beatstick, it's a vanilla. Since it's a Gemini monster, it can be summoned to become an effect monster, and the effect is just, its name is now Neos. Not very relevant, but it's a hero, and there's like Neos Spark was the name of the deck. There was like a deck back in the day that actually used Neos Alias, I think. Bunch of just Gemini stuff that I don't feel like we need to cover. Flintlock, very gimmicky, playing with unions stuff. Then we have some flips. Gravity Orb, change the battle position of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Phantom Cricket, bounce a face-down monster from the field to the top of its owner's deck. And Crystal Seal, extra top 2 from your deck and lets you add one of them to your hand and then place another to the bottom. So actually pretty nice digging through your board. Pathfinder can be discarded to add Neospace, so for more Neospatian support. Frostum Flame Dragon is neat, but it's so hard to get on board. I don't think we're going to see it. More reptiles, since that's relevant for Venoms. Razor Lizard, 1500 Beatstick. While you control another reptile monster, this card immediately destroys defense position, face-down defense position monsters with the effect without flipping them. Then we have tributes for lights and darks, and finally zombie monster, but we don't really have zombies to make use of it. Then we have some Neos fusions here, Marine Dolphin, Marine Neos, and Magma Neos, as well as Dark Bright for basic elemental heroes. More different, like Neos and elemental hero support cards. It'll be interesting, and that's, okay, now I guess I'll cover it here. It'll be more relevant when we get to the back row for Venoms, but these are the reason why I'm really hoping that Jeexx ends up playing elemental heroes, because I'll peel back the curtain. Once again, I have already made my deck before doing the recording this at breakdown. I tend to do these back to back, and I'm going to be playing Venoms. And let's just say, like, the possibility of there being a Venom mirror is atrocious. Like, the Venom mirror might be one of the worst mirror matches you could ever have in Yu-Gi-Oh! So the fact that there's a decent amount of hero support, I'm really hoping that Jeexx goes the hero route. Anyways, 5th out targets 5 elemental hero cards in your grave and shuffles in their deck and draws 2. So you can all. And if you don't have anything on your field when you activate the card, you instead draw 3. It's essentially a very hard condition to fulfill Pot of Avarice, since it has to be specifically elemental heroes. Kind of a convert contact. When you control no monsters, you can send 2 Neospatians from your hand and deck, one from each, to the grave to draw 2. Then we have Chrysalis support next, since it be Neospatian monster you control the graveyard to special summon a level 4 monster with the same name from your extra. This is to summon the Marine Dolphin. More Chrysalis support, and then Venom Swamp, the field spell for Venoms. During each player's end phase, you place a Venom counter on each phase of monster except Venom monster. And monster lose 500 for each Venom counter on them, and if its attack becomes 0 by this effect, by Venom Swamp, placing Venom counters on it, it gets popped. So I didn't talk about them with Boa, Snake, and Cobra. But they also place Venom counters. But the thing there is that those Venom counters by themselves don't do anything. It's kind of like Aliens and A counters, how some cards give them effects. But yeah, Venom Swamp is one of those payoffs that you have for Venom counters. Snake Ray, one of the craziest support cards for like specific, not archetype, but like attributes or specific monster types. Discard a card to send 4 reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard. So discard a card to Foolish Burial 4 reptiles. Venom Shot can only be activated if you control a face of Venom monster or Venominaga or Phenomenon, since interestingly enough, those are not Venom cards. Send a reptile monster from your deck to a graveyard to place 2 Venom counters on a face of monster your opponent controls. Not relevant. Double summon, you can conduct 2 normal summons instead of 1. Sure. But you don't really have that great normal summon payoffs, and especially like with the... This is mostly like to proc Gemini effects. Phalanx Spike, equip monster gets 900 for each card in either graveyard that has the same name. So if we end up playing the mirror, this will actually like be probably one of the best cards to be playing. Then pretty bad like traps for heroes. Snake Whistle. When a reptile monster you control is destroyed by any means, you spell summon a level 4 or lower reptile from your deck. Damage equals reptile. Pretty iconic card, honestly. I think continuous trap once per turn when you take damage from battle involving a reptile monster, whether it's a reptile attacking or a reptile being attacked. You special summon a reptile monster from your deck with attack less than or equal to the damage you took. And here it's, I guess like here it's important to talk about this. Phenomenon specifically says it cannot be special summon another effect monster's effect, but it can still be special summoned by effects, which means that damage equals reptile can get Phenomenon. Snake Deity's command, show a Venom monster in your hand, negate the activation of a spell. And rest of the Snake Deity is how you summon Venominaga. So Venomenon, the king of poison snake, has to be destroyed by an effect, not by battle, for you to get Venominaga from your deck. So yeah, it's hard. Ambush Fangs, when a Venom monster is declared as attack target, you negate the attack and the battle phase, and then the monster that attack gets a Venom counter. Burn is another way of using Venom counters. One monster that has Venom counters, you remove all of them and burn your opponent for 700 for each of those. Shield Spear, simple attack and defense boosting. Counter is interesting, but I don't think it's very good. Then we have just a bunch of probably not very relevant cards. So that'll do it for tactical evolution. So the big two things here are definitely like Venoms are the biggest thing, and then heroes have a decent amount of stuff, unless you for whatever reason want to be playing Geminis. But let's just pray and hope that Jeexx ends up playing heroes, because I do not want to play the Venom Mirror. Like, I think that would just be so atrocious. But yeah. Thank you for watching the set breakdown, and I will see you all in the deck building section next.
Hello, I'm once again bringing you the worst fucking deck list I've managed to concoct. It's this time we're doing reptiles. Oh baby, everybody fucking loves reptiles. That's why there's no good reptile deck that exists. So we'll just get started by having a rundown of what the fuck even. I'm disgusted by this, honestly. So Razor Lizard is probably the only good card in the set alongside Alien Shock Trooper in terms of like what it does. While you control another reptile monster, if this card attacks a face-down defense position monster, destroy the monster immediately with this card's effect without flipping it face up or applying damage calculation. Basically, it's Drillroid, but kind of whatever. It's way weaker because you need another one. We'll just skip these two for now. Actually, no, we need to talk about Phenomenon first. So Phenomenon is going to be the card that we're mostly revolving our entire strategy around. It's a 0 attack, 0 defense, level 8 reptile monster that cannot be special summoned by another effect monster's effect. Not affected by the effect of Venom Swamp. We'll cover that later. It gains 500 attack for each reptile monster in your graveyard. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other reptile monster from your graveyard and special summon this card. So basically, as long as it's dying by battle, it can keep coming back as long as you have fodder for it. And eventually, when your opponent gets sick of it and tries to destroy it with an effect, you have the effect of Rise of the Snake Deity, which leads us directly into Venominaga. Venominaga is a card that has the effect of cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by the effect of Rise of the Snake Deity or by its own effect. Gains 500 attack for each reptile monster in your graveyard. Neither player can target this card with card effects. Also, it is unaffected by other cards and their effects. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other reptile monster from your graveyard and special summon this card. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, place one Hyper Venom counter on it. When the third Hyper Venom counter is placed on this card, you win the duel. So it's a match winner basically, or duel winner. It's really interesting. It's fairly well. I wouldn't say it's fairly strong, but if this card gets out, you probably win. I'm almost 100% sure that you probably win at that point. And then we have the cards that support these cards, specifically the Venom Reptiles. Venom Serpent, for example, is a 1000 attack, legitimately awful beat stick that has one effect, which is you can place one Venom counter on one monster your opponent controls. Venom Snake is the same thing, except it's 1200 attack, and it cannot attack the same turn to activate its effect. Mind-boggling, am I right? And then we have Alien Shock Trooper, which is a 1.9k beat stick. Legend, baby. Or this time Gemini Elf, baby. Woo. Renge is a 2.1k wall. That's it. We have Venom Cobra, another 2k wall. Then we have Phalanx Pike, which is a card that has the effect of for each card that has the same name as the card that this is equipped to in the graveyard gives that for each copy of the card that this card is equipped to in the graveyard, the card that it's equipped to gains 900 attack. That was a really weird way to word that, but yeah, I hope you got it. And have Snake Rain, arguably one of the best mill cards in the game. But it's for reptiles. Like, if you just made this card for anything, it would be broken. It would be banned in a day. But no, it's legal for reptiles because reptiles suck. Discard one card and send 4 reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard. There it is. Simple as. It's so simple, so straightforward, so powerful too. It's honestly impressive. And Symbols of Duty. Symbols of Duty is a foolish burial / monster reborn, but it requires you to send a normal monster from your field to the graveyard. And then you can special summon a monster from either player's graveyard. That's it. And we finally have Venom Swamp. Now, this card will explain what the Venom counters actually do. Venom counters have... Venom Swamp has the effect of, during each player's end phase, place one Venom counter on each face-up monster, except Venom monsters. Monsters lose 500 attack for each Venom counter on them. Destroy a monster if its attack becomes 0 by this effect. And that's it. That's all it does. Ambush Fangs, it has the effect of if your face-up Venom monster is declared as an attack target, negate the attack and end the battle phase, then place one Venom counter on the monster that attacked. Then we have the card that actually matters. It's Damage Equals Reptile. Damage Equals Reptile is a very powerful card for this set. It has the effect of once per turn, when you take damage from a battle involving a reptile monster, you can special summon one reptile monster from your deck with attack less than or equal to the damage you took. So if you take any damage at all, you get to summon Venominaga. Venominon, I mean. So yeah, this guy comes out anytime you take battle damage. Fucking wild, I'm gonna be honest. Because that means that he's gonna come out as a tiny little teensy little dude, but then you can just kind of scale up. You know, when you get hit once, if it's 1000 damage or something, you go for Venom Snake, and then you can poke with Venom Snake. And then you can kill Venom Snake by using if Venom Snake dies or you take damage, you special summon another card. So you can basically keep increasing your field size every time by attacking into, for example, 2k walls with 1000 attack beat sticks, or 100 attack cards into 2k walls. And I think that's really interesting. I think Damage Equals Reptile will be the key card in this entire set. Rise of the Snake Deity, it's what I talked about earlier. Then we have Shield Spear, which is basically a worse version of Rush Recklessly. Doesn't really do much in comparison to it, so gives you 400 attack instead of 700. It also gives you defense, which is important too. Snake Whistle. Activate only when a reptile monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Special summon one level 4 or lower reptile monster from your deck. It's not by battle, by the way. So if your snake gets destroyed by Venom Swamp, for example, you can activate Snake Missile. Then we have the side deck. The side deck contains a couple of really cool cards that I like Flintlock. Flintlock has the effect of once per turn, you can target one flint in the spell and trap zone and equip it to this card. During your main phase, you can target one flint equipped to this card and one face-up monster on the field, except this card. Equip that flint to that targeted monster. This card can only be equipped with one flint. While equipped with flint, this card is unaffected by the effect of flint and cannot be destroyed by battle. Flint is a card that we saw a while ago, actually. I think it was the beginning of Jeexx. That just says the equipped monster loses 300 attack and cannot change his battle position or declare attacks. If the monster that this is attached to dies, you have to re-equip it to anything on the field. Then on top of that, we have Flint Missile, which has the effect of destroy one monster equipped with Flint. I think this is a really interesting gimmick, but I didn't want to do a whole deck around it because I couldn't get enough cards in for it to work. Then Grand Mole. Grand Mole is a extremely powerful removal tool, especially against Phenomenon, for example, because you can bounce Phenomenon, and Phenomenon can't return after that, really. A third copy of Damage Equals Reptile, a third copy of Snake Rain, and then we have Snake Deity's Command. Activate by showing your opponent one Venom monster in your hand, and negate the activation and effect of an opponent's spell card, and destroy it. That's it. This set is toxic. I don't like it. That's all I have to say. Have fun.
And welcome back, guys and gals, and here's the abomination that we are bringing to today's duel. So, we're playing 51 cards. Why? Honestly, I could not tell you. But regardless, let's get to cracking this behemoth. So, we're playing Venoms. And we have, for the monsters, we have one Venominaga. I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if I can get Venominaga. But I just wanted the opportunity to maybe get her on the board, because winning with the effect would be so sick. 3 Phenomenon, since it is going to be basically our only actual beat stick in addition to Shock Trooper. So Phenomenon gains attack. Oh yeah, I did the separate. Yeah, sorry. I try to not do the effects in their entirety. So Phenomenon just gets powered by every reptile in our graveyard. Snake and Serpent and Boa all have 3 copies. Boa is the worst since it's a tribute monster, but I'll pick back to the card in a little bit. We have 3 Snake Rain, which discards a card to send 4 reptiles from the deck to the graveyard, so we just wanted to have literally every reptile from the entire set, and also to have more banished fodder for Phenomenon. Snake and Serpent, 1 per turn, they can place Venom counters. One of them can't sack if they do it though. Boa plays 2. But also cannot attack if it does it. But these are just to spread Venom counters and basically just have more reptiles. Cobra, actually a pretty decent one since it's a 2k body, so your opponent would need 4 reptiles in the grave to even equal it with Phenomenon, 5 if they want to beat over it. Shock Trooper, 1900 beat stick, and also a reptile, so a very good card. The only problem is it's not a Venom monster, so it gets destroyed by Swamp. 3 Razor Lizard, this can be used to pop anything that our opponent is setting. 1500 is also a decent body, and also it's once again a reptile. And the only non-reptile that we are playing is Necrogordna. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this to stop an attack, essentially. So this can be just used to protect our life points. We have a large deck, so I don't think we're gonna, and we have a lot of stuff to basically keep the game going, since our Phenomenon is going to just keep resurrecting itself. So we're pretty good with the grind game, so protecting our life total is going to be pretty nice. Venom Swamp at 3 copies, since it is the cornerstone of Venoms, obviously. During each player's end phase, you place a Venom counter on each face-up monster, and except Venom's. And importantly enough, Phenomenon isn't a Venom, but it is unaffected by Venom Swamp, so that doesn't matter. And then the monsters lose 500 for each Venom counter on them and get popped if their attack becomes 0 with the effect. So very good to just keep everything that isn't the Venom out of the circulation. 3 Snake Rain to fuel our Phenomenon to thin our deck for bad cards. It's just, that's also part of why we can play larger. But since we had 3 Snake Rain, we just want the most amount of reptiles to be able to fuel it. 3 Venom shots, so basically if you have a Venom card, you send a reptile from your deck to place 2 Venom counters on one of your opponent's monsters. As for the traps, 3 Snake Vessel. When a reptile is destroyed, we can basically summon back a reptile. Anything that isn't Phenomenon, Venominaga, or Venom Boa for our reptile. So a pretty large amount. W equals reptile. This is going to be our main way of getting Phenomenon back, since when we take any damage, essentially since all of our things, basically except for Necro Guard, now going to be reptiles. We can get Phenomenon on the board since it is 0 attack, so it always procs. 3 Snake Deities command. This is mostly here if Jeexx ends up playing heroes, but also I just feel like there are like good enough spell cards anyway, because the other route is the misery that is Venom Mirror, which hopefully doesn't happen, but if we end up with that, like obviously at that point probably whoever resolves Snake Rain for first wins. So Snake Deity's command to stop Snake Rain is going to be crucial in that matchup. To Rise of the Snake Deity, like I said, I'm not sure if there are actually effects to pop Phenomenon, but just in case we can get Venominaga on the board, that would be neat. So that's why I'm playing it. 3 Ambush Fangs. When a Venom monster is declared as an attack target, you negate the attack in the battle phase and put a Venom counter on the monster that attacked. And finally, 3 Strike Slash. When we are attacking until the end phase, you give the monster 700, and it gains piercing as well. Our stuff is super tiny. That's why we are playing some power modulation as well. As for the side deck, another Venominaga. Probably not gonna bring it out. 3 crystals here. This is just nice to thin through our deck, since we are playing a 51 card deck, and especially if we are playing the Venom Mirror, this is going to be nice. 1 Neos Alias, this is just here if we feel like we really need more beatdown, if we are losing in tempo for whatever reason, whatever Jeexx ends up playing. Renge 3 copies. It's a 2100 wall, but the problem with us playing Venoms is Venom Swamp will pop it immediately. The first time it's up, since it only has 100 attack, that's why it's relegated to the side deck. 2 Phalanx Spike and 2 Shield Spear, just more attack boosting basically. And Phalanx Spike, 900 is a lot. We're going to be getting reptiles in the grave with Snake Rain pretty consistently, so this can actually boost stuff like Snake and Serpent to actually be a good B-sticks. But also, if we end up playing the Mirror, this is going to be absolutely massive. Shield Spear is just good in every position. And finally, Venom Burn at 3 copies if the games are so grindy and like we just can't get in for damage because most of our stuff is so small, then Venom Burn will be a way for us to actually win the game with burn damage. Nothing in the extra deck actually matters, it's all just garbage. But yeah, that was actually pretty swift. Hopefully I can keep these deck breakdowns in the future, like more to this duration. But yeah, that's that. It'll be interesting to see what Jeexx has built for the episode. Like I said, anything but the Mirror. I just really don't want to see the Venom Mirror, because obviously with the Venom counters, not effective Venom monsters, it would just be so boring. So let's hope that we will see some hero built by Jeexx. But with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the deck breakdowns, and we'll see you in the dueling zone. Ladies and lads, welcome back to the Historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey, and this time we are tackling Tactical Evolution. No champion packs this time. I probably will throw it in the start of this episode, but if you saw the intro thing, you got it from there. If I don't end up throwing it there, we are making a little bit of a change going forward with champion packs, since they are clearly like the best filler packs, actually using cards that have won tournaments. So we are sort of like swaying a little bit away from them, where we are making a rules change where you're only allowed to use them in your side deck. This means that at least in game 1 we are bound to see the main sets shine, which probably will be a good and healthy change going forward. But what do you think about the set that we have today, Jeexx?
I'm tactically evolving into a venomous creature to avoid having to do this mirror matchup that we've got lined up here.
Yeah, let's just say a Venom Mirror might be upon us, and it might not be very fun, because
oh boy, yeah, I love Venom counters.
This might be a pretty miserable episode, but let's get to it. I wish you the best of luck.
How does he always
At
know?
some point, you must throw something else at Rock, right? You know, the funny thing here is I'm looking at your deck size. It seems to be a little bit smaller than mine. Huh.
Why is you're playing 3 copies of Snake Rain? I see.
Anyways,
Anyways, I decided against running 3 copies of Snake Rain specifically so I could have higher consistency.
that's fair. Uh, this is. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, you know.
What?
Oh, this is gonna be. Yeah, I'll set to back row and let's just start it off like by firing off Venom Swamp and pass.
Yeah. I'm gonna go standby main. I will normal summon a Venom Serpent and set 1 card, and I will not attack.
Oh!
Oh,
Scared of
why
me
did he
potentially
not
having
attack?
damage equals Reptile, huh?
No way.
I see. I will draw. And, Bro, this is a terrible mirror matchup, by the way, to play.
This is
I'm like
the worst fucking one we could have had, by the way. It's okay, I'm gonna side into something super cool in game 2.
oh, this is, you know, I'll just normal summon Venom Snake.
No, how could this be?
I would like to proceed to the battle phase if that is okay.
That is acceptable, yeah.
I will beat over this thing for 200 points of damage. Do you have?
Will you? No, I will respond with Shield Spear, targeting my Venom Serpent.
Oh no.
Will you activate the damage equals reptile for Phenomenon?
I wish I had something like that, but no, I will not be activating anything like that. I will just simply send Venom Snake to the grave and take 200.
Yeah.
I will go main 2, I will set another back row, and I will pass.
Yeah, surely this one is not damage equals reptile, right?
I'm not playing that card, what do you mean?
I'm gonna
ass.
Summon another Venom Serpent, and I will pass.
Alright.
Because that one is damage equals reptile.
That's funny.
Is it damage equals reptile? So there's no spell trap removal in this set, by the way. I think we should probably establish that instantly.
That is very much correct. I will pass.
So, you'll pass, you say.
Or if there is, then I have missed it.
I'm gonna sack both of these and normal summon a Phenomenon.
All right.
And it has 1000 attack.
Yep.
And then I would like to pass.
And in the end phase, since it is not a Venom monster, it gets a...
It's unaffected by Venom Swamp.
Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. Then I will... Do I want to... I'm actually a little bit curious. I don't think I want to... Yeah, no, I will just...
Stand by me.
Yep. I will set a card and I will pass.
I sure wonder what card that could possibly be.
There could be a lot of things in my back row.
Could never possibly be a card that I don't want to see. Wow. I'm just gonna play Ambush Fangs. Yeah, that's totally what I'm gonna play. What the fuck do I like?
This
what are you doing?
This might be the worst game we are ever going to have, or the worst match we are ever going to have in the history of the series.
This is horrible.
Because like we are lucky to have avoided like many mirror matches in the first place, but like a Venom mirror match might just be the worst thing that you could wish for.
Like, are there any outs? Do outs exist? Like, the way that you win this game is if you play Snake Reigns, and then you just swing with a massive ass phenomenon, or you have two phenomenons and you just swing with them. You know? Or you use Venominaga, but odds are you're not playing Venominaga because you're not stupid.
Normal summon Shock Trooper.
Yeah.
Anything on that?
No.
All right. Does it really honestly matter?
What if I have damage equals reptiles?
Honestly?
I want to point.
Let's get something going here. I'll swing into your phenomenon for 900.
Yeah. Then
Would you like to activate the effect? Yep. Ooh, still bringing it down in attack. Do you want to activate any of your back row?
No, I'm in this. No, I don't want to activate any more back row.
All right. Yeah. Go right ahead. In the end, I'll give a counter to my Shock Trooper.
Lamau, you've just fallen into my trap. I will go into standby main, and I will move my Phenomenon into attack position, and I will flip summon Venom Cobra, and I will normal summon Alien Shock Trooper, and I will kill your Alien Shock Trooper.
Yep, I will take 500 for that. And
you will pop. Damage equals reptile. Right? Right? Yeah.
Let's get it going here. So I guess we'll get my own Phenomenon. Yours is 500, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put him in attack mode.
Yeah.
For
then I go in face and.
Yep. Bye. And now this is where I summon my Alien Shock Trooper.
No.
Oh wait, sorry. That is not meant to go anywhere. Yep.
To have 2 or 3 phenomenons in my deck is the question.
Oh, that is actually hilarious.
Did you draw Rise of the Snake Deity?
I wish.
That would be fun. I just realized that Rise of the Snake Deity doesn't activate off of battle, right?
Well, we can check Rise of the Snake Deity.
Control destroyed except by battle, yeah.
Except by battle, yeah. Yep, so it doesn't.
How did Jaden proc this?
Don't worry about it.
Thunder Giant?
That's right, we're going to cheat. Probably probably Thunder Giant. Doesn't matter here.
Gotta harness the energy of... Oh wait, I can't say that, you're gonna get sued.
Yeah, honestly, let's just pop a Venom shot. Let's give 2 more counters to your Shock Trooper. I will send...
oh no. My Shock Trooper only has 400 attack now. What will I ever do?
Let's send a bow. And then we will. Will we though, is the question. That is certainly one of the questions that we must ask ourselves. So Phenomenon is now 1500.
I just realized that damage equal reptile being not once per turn is... Well, it is once per turn, but like not how once per turn is kind of disgusting, isn't it? Like if you get tapped once and you have 2 of them, you just get 2 phenomenons and then you just ram them twice and you win the game.
Yeah, like if you have multiple ones, then since it's not a hard once per turn, it's pretty damn insane. I'm so torn. We do want to go battle phase here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a
You're
tad
gonna
bit
kill a
scared of
phenomenon.
your back row, but I still think, yes, I do think this is the play to get rid of your last thing on your grave for 1,000 damage. Or you can just keep it there. Yep, you know, that does make sense. And yeah, I think that'll do it for me.
Wow. This surely could have
Oh
been
yeah, and
useful.
in the end phase, one more Venom counter on Shock Trooper, it's gone.
This could have been useful, but no. But
That unfortunately gives you fodder for
yeah,
Phenomenon, which is
it's a
annoying though.
shame, but can't be helped. I'm gonna go and normal summon a Razor Lizard.
Yep.
Yep. And then I will attack your Phenomenon. Will I though? Does it matter?
Oh yeah, you can crash them. She.
I'll just move. Just change this thing to attack real quick. But if I crash this thing into that, I get one more fodder. I'm gonna get 2 more fodder for this anyway. So I think it's actually worth just doing this. Losing
Okay, so
1,400.
yeah,
Yeah, and
and
then
then you'll
crashing this into
crash.
that.
Yep.
That's even, and you
Yeah, I
don't get
think
chip from it. And
that
you
makes
get minus
sense.
1.
And then you can swing at for 1,500 and give me another
No.
Phenomenon. No,
No, that's not worth it.
I will banish. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just banish both.
Is it actually? Is it worth it? I think it could be worth it. Giving you another phenomenon. Like legitimately, it could be worth it. You're gonna have. Wait, no.
Actually,
Oh, yeah,
I want to summon this in attack. I think.
yeah, you do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I was like, oh
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm gonna attack into defense position monster for sure.
Yeah, I mean that obviously. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I do think it's actually worth it because you're gonna lose 1 more fodder and it's only gonna be 500, and you're only gonna have 2 of them on the field, and that's well. You can also summon something that has
Yeah, I was gonna say
500
like
attack.
assuming that I am.
Yeah, but I'm doing it.
You're doing
No,
it.
I'm ramming this into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take 500 for it. It gets into the grave. I will activate damage reptile. I guess we'll just shorten this. I'll get this first. This doesn't matter at this point. I guess I'll get it in defense and then we'll get something for 500 or less.
Is there something that I have overlooked that could be super strong in this situation? We'll check.
And I think actually what I will end up getting is a Cobra.
A Venom Cobra?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Then I'll just simply pass.
Yep. I will draw standby main.
Good old Razor Lizard. Never fails.
Yes, sir. He's a goofball. Now that's actually interesting. Does it make sense though? It's kind of weird. It is kind of weird. I don't know what your back row is, but honestly, life is a higher, so I think this still makes sense. We will flip Phenomenon to attack. Do we? Does it matter actually? Yeah, no, I want to be taking. Do I want? Yeah, I think so. Since I can do that. I can do that. I think I do. Because that happens.
I mean, you can summon a bunch of monsters in one turn. You can filter your deck really well to get a lot of reptile monsters out into the graveyard.
Filtering my deck is pretty nice, given that there were 51 cards to start with in there, so.
Yeah. I haven't drawn a single Snake Rain yet.
Oh, trust me,
And
if I had drawn a Snake Rain, I would have fired it off. Let's just say that much.
Same.
But now I'm pondering which place do I want to flip this back? Because assuming I think I want it in attack anyway, but do I care about the extra damage is the question. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll flip it into attack. We'll normal summon Venom Snake. Is that okay?
Venom Snake. Okay.
And then we'll go battle phase and we'll attempt to swing at your 1500 thingamajingy and strike slash to make my thing 1900.
1900. What the fuck?
Only for this turn.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna banish my Razor Lizard. I'm gonna special summon Phenomenon in attack.
Yep. Then I will go main 2. And I will... Sure. I'll set a card back row.
Another damage rate equals reptile, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna normal summon a Venom Serpent.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ram the Venom Serpent into the phenomenon.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I will ram the.
Do actually. Yeah, you're just gonna ram into it again. Yeah.
Again, yeah.
I will not.
You get to summon another one anyway. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to like swing over a thing, anything, then sure. But obviously, Venom doesn't even get over it.
No, but are you not gonna?
I'm not gonna activate it. No.
Not even damage equals reptile. Because you lost 500 life points.
Honestly, at this point, I think I still want the Thin, but I don't think I want to. Do I even want another?
What else would you get? Another Venom Cobra?
Because honestly, having 2 of them in circulation is neat. But honestly, I can't get... oh yeah, Cobra I can. I thought you were gonna say Snake. I do want the Thin, and it's the only thing. So I honestly think I will get another Cobra.
Okay. Then I will attack the Venom Snake.
Yep.
And I will activate Shield Spear.
Yep. And then I will take from that 400, 200 damage. Do I want to get my last?
You can't get another one.
Oh yeah.
Once per turn.
Yeah. Assuming unless I only had one.
Yeah.
But unfortunately I think... How many reptiles do I have in my grave now? I have 3. I think at this point it's probably better to get another Phenomenon. So let's do that.
I will go to main phase 2 and I will activate Phalanx Pike.
Yep.
Targeting Phenomenon.
Yep.
You're now gonna have to ram the Venom Cobras into the thing, and that's good.
Yep. Good. I will draw standby main. This was 900 for, right? Yeah, so it's 1900.
You need one more.
Yeah. But luckily for me, I actually have something else that's 1900, being this Ailing Shock Trooper.
I'm honestly tired of this game already.
It took you this long? That is some impressive mental force.
I've been sitting on a bunch of cards that just don't do anything because of the way that this archetype is formatted. I'm not gonna bother with this now. Go next.
Yeah, fair enough. Next. I mean, that has to be one of the worst mirrors.
Dude, ever. I didn't draw a single card that does anything for the entirety of this match.
That's kind of the thing, because half of the cards in here don't do anything against that archetype. That's the thing. That you at least have the better assuming that your side deck actually has something. Because my problem here is I'm stuck with 51 cards, even if I have stuff in my side that I obviously want to change things for. Like, I'm still stuck with this, like, a 51 card deck. This, I hate it here.
I hate it here as well. Or very relatable.
That might have been the most painful game in the history of the series I've had to play. And we had some bad games.
We had a lot of bad games.
This mirror is fucking miserable. Like, actually.
I'm activating Snake Rain.
Welp. Yep.
Discarding a Venom Serpent to dump from my deck a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 4 reptile monsters.
Yep.
I will set 1 card and I'll pass.
Alrighty. Draw a standby main. I will set a monster. I'll set 2 back row, and I will pass it back to you.
I will set 1 back row and I'll pass.
I'll set another monster and pass.
I will activate a Snake Rain, and I will discard the Phalanx Pike, and I will discard
Jesus
from my deck
Christ.
5, count them, 5 different reptile monsters. No, 5, 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are we cheating
One
now?
more.
Is that what we're doing? I mean, assume, given that you fired off 2 Snake Rain already, we might as well be cheating.
Might as well. Did I actually send 5?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I did actually send 5.
Oh, you did. Never mind. You were actually cheating. I was like, yeah, you sent that for cost, but no, you sent the Phalanx Spike for cost.
Yeah, and now I will pass for turn.
Well, when the phenomenon grazes us, we're going to fucking perish. But before that happens, we can do some shenanigans. Let's start by flip summoning a Crystal Seer.
Yo!
Let's excavate 2. And
Some dog shit cards.
nah, we are playing only good cards here, actually.
What the fuck? Like, what does Snake Dede's command do outside of negating Snake Rain?
Exactly fucking that! But you fired off 2 in the first, like, 3 turns. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
It's a skill game.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think it does anything, so I actually think I'll rather...
I mean, Strike Slash will
I'd
do
rather
something.
take Strike Slash, and I'll send this to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Then... let's... set a back row. Could be anything.
Could be anything.
And let's... I do not want to be firing off your fucking damage equals reptile. Suck my ass. I'll set another monster and I'll pass. Actually, do I pass?
Do you want to deal 100 damage?
If you draw it now, I'm taking what? Fucking 44? Yeah, I'm taking 44.
That's not even that much. You just use Flint on and then it's fine.
Yep, I'll pass.
Oh, yeah.
At least that gives me access to anything in my deck, assuming one of my back row might be a certain card that you might also have set in your back row.
I would never have such a thing set in my back row.
It's a bad card though, so I don't know why you
I will
ever
do
play.
this.
You bastard.
Yeah.
800
In response.
Yep.
Yes. I take 800 damage and I will summon Phenomenon. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Then I would like to
I almost want to just like scoop here so we can get done with this faster. And actually, you know what? That is what I'll do.
Hell yeah.
Let's go game 3. I am done siding.
Oh, you're done siding already? I was actually gonna side in my flint package.
Oh, go for it. I mean, I have nothing to do. You just sacked with double snake rain. There's nothing I do in the mirror.
That's a skill game. That's a skill game. I
Obviously.
was simply too talented in this one instance. This millisecond in the universe or something or other. I don't fucking know, man.
This is rotting our brains. Like this, playing this out is rotting our brains, dude.
I hate it here, man.
Let me pause the recording so you can do your setting.
I'm done.
Oh, well then, let me not pause the recording. All right.
Yeah.
And
oh my god, I am
standby main. Snake
simply
rain.
too talented. Snake rain, you too.
Boa for cost. Then let's send.
Oh, you are actually playing all of them, huh?
Another boa.
Oh.
Another boa.
Oh. What about the Phalanx Spike Boa combo?
Suck my ass. Serpent and serpent.
Ah, yes. Now you're not respecting my Phalanx.
I would never respect anything you do.
Why?
I will set a card, and I will set a card, and I will pass it to you. Now morphing jar. Now flip my morphing jar, please.
Kinda harsh, isn't it?
No.
Gonna activate Snake Rain to discard a.
Oh, or will you, or will I fire off my back row action?
Oh,
no,
will you?
Go ahead. No response.
Go. Oh my
Your
God,
ass is actually on the flint. What is this?
Yeah. What do you mean, actually?
This is the worst episode. This is gonna be Lost Archives. I will never upload this shit. This is the worst episode in the history of the series.
Now, I was saying that you're not respecting my Phalanx Pike Venom Serpent, right?
Yep.
Well. It's not happening. We're not
Alright,
gonna get
well,
that one out.
neat.
I was lying. That was a fucking lie. Declare, yeah.
Yeah, we're firing it off again.
I'm gonna set 2 cards. Another one. I'm gonna
flip my morphing
normal jar. Summon and pass.
Why did you flip my morphing jar, you bastard?
Because you can flip your morphing jar now.
Should actually... I'm tempted to actually just normal
Scoop.
this thing. yeah. I'm tempted to just scoop and get out of here, you know?
Relatable.
Yeah, I will set a monster and I will send it back to you.
Oh, yes. I will go standby main. I will go into the battle phase and I will attack the first card you set. The morphing jar.
Well. It would seem that your monster has more attack points than my Venom Snake, which means that I can activate Snake Whistle.
How can this be?
Now, what do I want to get here?
I believe you got 6 snakes in the fucking graveyard.
Honestly, I think. Since you still haven't normaled. I mean, yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think this might be the play. I will special summon in attack mode a Venom Cobra.
Oh. You will? I will.
I will.
Okay. I see.
Oh, well. I would like to actually tribute summon both of my 2 monsters to normal summon a Phenomenon, the King of Poisonous Snakes.
Oh, you will now, will you?
I will now. Yes, indeed. And let's just say that you might be able to fire off your damage equals reptile here, but let's just say it's gonna cost you 3,000 life points. Or a negating of the attack.
I'm actually considering just that right now. But I will activate both of my damage reptiles.
Yep.
And I will take 3,000 life points worth of damage.
Yep.
And then I will
2 phenomena?
summon. I will summon
What did I have here exactly?
If
I'm
you
gonna summon
are not
one
getting 2
Phenomenon.
phenomenons, you would be a crazy person.
I'm gonna summon 2 Phenomenons.
Ooh,
for
you
fucking
are
sure.
a crazy person, huh?
I
Okay,
am.
you are not a crazy person.
I'm
So these
insane,
are
actually.
both what? Oh, they are puny
They're
2,500 beaters.
tiny. How much does yours have right now?
4,000 points.
4,000? 4,000.
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's insane. Okay.
Yep.
Actually, can
This
I change one
might
of
be
these?
the dumbest board
Can
state, by
can
the
I
way.
change one of these?
Yep, go
real
ahead.
quick?
Nothing has
I'll
happened
just
yet, so go
put
for
this
it.
too, and then I will instead summon a razor lizard. Now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Then we proceed to main 2. And I'll just pass.
hell yeah.
So yours is 25 and mine's, yes, that is a word, is 4,000. You know what I have in my hand?
Amazing.
This game is ass.
I must admit, this is quite impressive in a way. You know?
This is fucking...
I'm gonna go standby main. I'm gonna attack in battle phase
Are you
with
sure
the
you don't
razor
want to
lizard.
tribute both of yours?
No. I lose 2,500.
Yes. Your fire
I
off damage reptile.
fire off damage reptile to special summon alien shock trooper. Okay,
Yep.
okay. And then I will attack using the alien shock trooper
Going down
to lose.
400 life points.
Yes. And then I will
Now
special
get-
summon another one. And I will special summon a
Phenomenon.
Venom snake, for I do not have a Phenomenon in my deck.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have both of
I
them.
just drew it. I would be fine, by the way.
Yeah, you would, because like
Yeah.
now,
7.
yeah, with that it would have been 4,000, but unfortunately it's now 3,500. So
Well-
assuming your back row doesn't boost it,
I'm gonna go into main phase 2, and I will tribute both of my monsters to normal summon Phenomenon.
who is now 4,500.
Now you're gonna get Snake Rain, and it's gonna be over.
Okay, there is
Snake
a lot
Rain.
of potential for my draw to make this funny as hell. And Snake Rain might be one of the funniest possible ways of getting it. This was the worst match in the history of the series, and it's not close.
No.
What the fuck? What
This
was your
kind of
back row?
horrible. It was Ambush Fangs.
Oh, well. A bad card and we still play it, huh?
Yeah.
But thanks for willing the Snake Rain to my hand, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you again. The fact that you actually drew it. Fuck!
Turns out the 51 cards was the play, huh? Because this games were gonna be painfully slow, so,
Yeah.
you know. Let's just say that in the future, when there are archetypes that really rely on not playing against each other, I might throw you a message or something before. Hey, there is a decent chance that I might be playing this archetype. What are you considering?
Yeah, I kind of just defaulted to playing Venoms purely
I mean,
because the fact that there's nothing else to play.
Yeah, that's the thing here. Like, there literally was nothing else to be playing. So in the future, it's going to be easier because we're probably not going to get shooting. And like something like a Warrior Toolbox Mirror, I don't even know, like even Monarch Mirror, which relies on Tribute Summon. Like, it's not as bad as, hey, everything relies on putting counters on everything except the archetype itself. But by the way, when you're playing against the archetype, half your cards do nothing.
Very, very enjoyable interactions with a lot of these cards, you know.
Yeah.
Feels like something must have been overlooked for the draft of this set.
Last time we complained like, bro, champion packs are so good. Now we play without champion packs, like, bro, this is ass.
To be fair, last week was fine even without the champion packs.
I would like to disagree since I never drew any cards to play, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree. This was just an unfortunate luck of the draw, but stuff like this is obviously bound to happen eventually. And given that we've gone 32 episodes with this happening twice and only once it actually being detrimental, then I think that's pretty neat. Also, I never addressed it, but in the start, yeah, we started X Cyrus and Jade, and what are you gonna do about it? Who cares? Those decks had nothing in them.
Damn.
Like, drop a comment if you care for the algorithm. But yeah, honestly, I don't have much to say about this. This was just a miserable experience. But although I won, so I actually think this was great. I had a lot of fun. Anything you want to say?
Dude, the fact that I drew the second phenomenon, man. What the fuck?
Oh, by the way, I completely forgot. Check this shit out. Check what I have in my deck. Oh, where is her dumbass? Huh? There we go. Look at her dumbass over there.
Yeah, I sided out of her for the.
I was
second and
thinking of
third
it.
gems.
I sided out because I was playing 2 Rise of the Snake Deity, but I was like, but what if I get the anime moment with one of Rise of the Snake Deity? If there's something you can actually like get to pop my things, then. But yeah, yeah. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Fuck this.
That's that'll be all, folks. Next time we have Gladiator's Assault as well as Champion Pack 4. At the very least, I'll mention it there in hopefully the set breakdown. Hopefully I'll remember. I'll try to make a mental note of it. But yeah, Champion Packs going forward will be a side deck only inclusion. We are not allowed to play them in the main deck. So yeah, but Gladiator's Assault. I'm assuming we're gonna be playing a Glad Beast mirror. Because is there anything else in there?
I haven't taken a look. I
Okay.
must say. I would need to check it out.
I can
Maybe
enclose
this is
already
wrong.
that there is no way I'm not playing Glad Beast. I think the archetype
yeah.
is so sick, and it's a good ass archetype, but I also think they are a really cool archetype. So I'm definitely gonna be playing them myself, trying to be piloting that and see how that goes. But yeah, that'll do it for us for this week. Sorry you had to witness the misery that is a Venom mirror. That is something that nobody should ever be having to look at. But this is how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week for Gladiator's Assault, and have a good one, y'all.